How's the election going, Mr. Pilot?
It's going good. I think this is now an election where you can see a palpable desire for people to have a change. Unlike last time, Rajasthan this time seems quite favorable, and I think the Congress party will get more seats than BJP in this Rajasthan.
If we just don't talk about Rajasthan, we'll come back to it, but on a national level, you've been campaigning across the country, you're in charge of Chhattisgarh. Has the party finally been able to, you might not agree, but there was an issue with trying to set the narrative. Do you think your messaging has been strong enough this time?
I think we have made our manifesto after hearing what the people are saying. So I put the thing to you, it's not us telling people what the narrative should be, it's what people feel for the last 10 years. You talk about propaganda, media, publicity, ads, television, WhatsApp, and a lot of number playing, right? Selective picking of numbers and making people feel proud of the country, which is fine. India is a large country. We'll grow at a certain rate, we'll make roads and bridges, but has our policy making helped just a few, or has our economic planning been in a way that the people not in the mainstream are also getting the benefits of this growth that we're having? I'll give you a small example. 10 years ago, the debt in this country was 50 lakh crores. For 70 years, we had a net debt of 50 lakh crores. In last 10 years, now the debt is 250 lakh crores. It's increased 5 times. So that begs the question.
But this is great for academic conversation.
No.
And Mr. Pilot, you are actually somebody who goes out on ground.
Listen to me. People are watching, right? We are growing, but where is the growth leading? The young people, the middle classes, the people in the rural parts of India. Has the farmers' income doubled? Are people better off than they were 10 years ago? So I think these are practical issues that the BJP has to explain. They have to come out with a report card.
What, according to you, is the biggest issue on ground?
Jobs.
Which you think? Jobs. Unemployment is the biggest issue.
Without doubt, across the country, educated young men and women feel that they have their avenues are being closed. Investments, job creation, all that does not happen.
Why do you feel this time the vote is going to be on jobs and not possibly about the massive Modi factor, which has overrun possibly?
There are many factors, you see, and that factor has been playing for the last 10 years. Ultimately, every factor has a shelf life. So you can talk about it. Of course, you have the state machinery, you have a lot of resources, and you can deploy all the might that you have to influence the voters. It's a large country, and I think the fact that BJP wants to repeat itself and do better is a fallacy, because on the ground there is a pushback to that propaganda. There's a pushback of a reality check, and I tell you, the farmers of this country, the young people of this country are now feeling that this time has come for a change.
Mr. Pilot, the fact is, I've heard you say it many times over in elections, in interviews, where you've constantly said that India is going to surprise, Congress is going to surprise. What is that surprise? Is it 52 to what, 100? What are you looking at? Where is the Congress going to be?
What you anyway quote can't be surprised, no? It has to be something that you can't say and think.
Will you tell us?
I think that June 4th we'll have a result where the India Alliance partnership will have enough numbers to be able to form a government. And I say this because many states where the BJP had done well in the last elections, you can't do better than that. So what goes up must come down. They will have to make space for the opposition, even though unwillingly. So many states where there's a bipolar contest between Congress and BJP, there the Congress's strike rate will get better. And that will help the India Alliance numbers also get better.
Have you been able to localize it in the sense to get into a seat-by-seat contest, because that would give you an advantage? Or do you think ultimately on ground there's only one vote and that's Modi's vote?
ऐसा नहीं है. I think we've done a lot in terms of uniting the opposition forces, the opposition parties, and ideally it would have been best 1:1. We haven't got full success in what you're saying, but I think a partial and a reasonable success we've achieved by having the alliance partners fight together. In some states, of course, there is a bit of a give and take, but generally speaking, the opposition has come together, put aside our differences and move forward.
What's the best number that you're giving the Congress? What is the surprise that the Congress can spring?
I keep saying to you, wherever there's a Congress-BJP head-to-head contest, we did not do well at all last time. This time, in many of the northern states, the so-called Hindi heartland states, in northern and western parts of India, where BJP and Congress have a 1-to-1 election, there the Congress party will do better, much better.
Will you touch 100?
I'm saying we will get enough numbers to be able to cross the halfway mark, and India Alliance partnership and all of our friends together will be able to form the government.
You don't want to comment whether the Congress will cross 100?
Why can't we do more than that?
This is what Sachin Pilot's guarantee. it's an era of guarantees.
People use the word guarantee so loosely. Exactly. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, because the word guarantee was used by Congress party in Himachal Pradesh for the first time. Of course, then the BJP, like everything else, is trying to hijack.
But अब तो मोदी की guarantee, उनका manifesto is मोदी की guarantee.
अरे सब guarantee करते रहते हैं. Ultimately, it's the vote that matters. So Chhattisgarh will do better than the BJP, and I think the election itself, even though they're trying to take it into other issues of CAA, UCC, and Mandir and Masjid, people want to talk about real issues. I think intelligent voter is one that considers both parties' arguments on the basis of the content of their saying, and can the voter's life be better? Can we not just live on promises and hype? Can we actually see on-ground development and not just things that happen irrespective of change of government? But a new government has to have a vision, has to have a calibrated approach towards how they can put most of India into the mainstream, and people on the fringes, they need the support of the government. And we have not been able to do that. I think, like I keep saying, the gap between rich and poor has increased so much that it's a worrisome issue for all of us.